So this is my third video on Resilience and Melancholy by Robin James. In my last videos, I talked about how early stage capitalism was a caste system, and late stage capitalism or neoliberalism is a pyramid scheme in which everyone can participate, but certain people rise to the top more easily because of historic and current structural inequalities. So, what would be an effective political response to late stage capitalism? Robin James talks about how anarchy was a popular response to capitalism in the 20th century. And anarchy makes sense as a response to early stage capitalism because early stage capitalism was a very rigid hierarchy. Certain social groups were very reliably prevented from participating in wage labor or achieving social mobility. But is anarchy an effective response to late stage capitalism? It might not be as effective as it once was because of the nature of late stage capitalism as a series of never ending disasters. Naomi Klein wrote a book called Disaster Capitalism, which describes the nature of the modern economy. Corporate owners can no longer expand their wealth by colonizing new territories and enslaving people the way they did in early stage capitalism. So, how do they increase their wealth and power? One way is by exploiting disasters to privatize the public sector. One example of this is Hurricane Katrina. Corporations used Hurricane Katrina as an opportunity to privatize the public school system and turn education in New Orleans from a public good into a private commodity. And in late-stage capitalism, it's very common for corporations to see disasters as money-making opportunities. One reason is that these are moments when the public is the most disoriented and vulnerable and susceptible to exploitation and gaslighting. So it's a prime opportunity to take advantage of that vulnerability to privatize public goods and promote a neoliberal agenda to desperate people. And corporations can also make false promises to governments and potentially bribe politicians to support their neoliberal agenda. So, what is the best response to disaster capitalism? One of the key features of disaster capitalism is that it thrives on disorientation and disorganization and chaos and crisis. So, an effective response might be to demand security and stability, a reliable welfare system, accessible and affordable health care. Given that we live in a system of never-ending crises, we should demand the security and safety that we deserve.